The year is 2010. You just got out of school at 3 p.m. and you head home. You sit down, put on your Turtle Beach headset, turn on your Xbox 360, and join a party. You start Modern Warfare 2 and you see this. You got your UMP-45 silenced, Marathon, Stopping Power, Ninja, and nothing but time. My name is Tabris, and let's explore what made Modern Warfare 2 a cultural phenomenon. But first, we go right to the beginning. Modern Warfare 2 was released on November 10th, 2009, just the day before Veterans Day. Obama was president, the Great Recession had just ended, but the effects were lingering, and Fireflies by L City was being killed to death on the radio. What a time to be alive. Gamers lined up at their local GameStop for the midnight release of an addition to their favorite gaming franchise, Call of Duty. But not just any Call of Duty, the official successor to the most innovative COD at the time, the original Modern Warfare. But unlike the original Modern Warfare 2 was a lot different. And by different, I mean more over the top and ballsy. The risk ultimately paid off and earned high praise from critics along with various awards.
How can you be so certain that this game is going to be the biggest launch of the year, if not of all time?
You know, there are a few people who I really trust. My principal advisor on game quality is a young kid named Tom Kelly, and Tommy Kelly says this is the best video game of all time, so I trust his judgment.
Modern Warfare 2 was an instant classic. It was completely flying off the shelf. This was evidence Call of Duty was heading in a different direction, and some fans didn't seem to like it.
Modern Warfare 2, what a pile of shit.
How do you break a Modern Warfare 2 disc, guys?
Time to die, little asshole.
A YouTuber by the name of Actman once said, "Modern Warfare 2 is COD 4 in a week-long cocaine bender." I thought it couldn't get more accurate than that. It makes sense why some fans wouldn't be able to adjust. The game was simply just wild, and a lot of it didn't make realistic sense. From the cash flying out of enemies every time you revenge killed them, to the random blow-up dolls you would find on certain missions.
Daddy, chill.
This game was clearly all about fun. Robert Bowling, ex-community manager at Infinity Ward, stated, "We use vehicles where it works and it's fun. It's really up to the individual designer of a level to decide how to craft his level to be the most fun it can be. The key is to have the player constantly experiencing new things. So if snowmobiles are super awesome, it doesn't mean they should be in every level. It counts as a win in my book if you leave them walking away wanting more." And that's exactly what Infinity Ward did when they created Modern Warfare 2. They hit every dopamine receptor in our brain and left us constantly craving for more. If there was an addiction epidemic for a video game, Modern Warfare 2 was that game. Every young Mountain Dew drinker in America was playing it. And if you weren't playing it, it's most likely because your parents wouldn't let you, or you were just playing other games instead. The multiplayer lobbies were intense by today's standards. Half the things said by players would immediately get you cancelled in today's age.
I'm a pussy that use riot shield.
Roasts would typically stem from racism, ableism, homophobia, adultery, being told you were adopted, and many, many more. People were definitely creative with their insults. This was a different time for the planet, and those roasts simply didn't hold as much weight as they would today. Nothing exercised the right of the First Amendment more than a Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Personally, I was a squeaker during the Modern Warfare 2 era. My balls hadn't dropped yet, and believe me, I was verbally obliterated on a daily basis. But there was no better way to challenge your enemies than 1v1 quickscoping on Rust. 1v1 me, bro. The iconic phrase that will be forever relevant in Call of Duty. In fact, 1v1 me bro is so relevant that it became a temporary game mode in Modern Warfare 2019. Even the developers themselves have recognized how iconic 1v1s on Rust were. Let's also not forget the hilarious MLG memes that randomly became relevant in 2015. Again, this just proves Modern Warfare 2's strong cultural impact. Another aspect that really stood out about Modern Warfare 2 was the YouTube scene relating to the game. From epic montages from Zer Grizz and Optic Predator, to hilarious commentaries from people like Only Use Me Blade and Tabe. There was no lack of abundance when it came to interesting personalities, player skill, and creative content. Who would ever think that something like quickscoping, an unintentional niche in the game, would become so grand that these montages would pull in millions of views, and the players creating these montages would not only get paid, but they were becoming idols in this virtual reality. Video game celebrity status. Modern Warfare 2 is straight up giving people careers. For example, FaZe Clan. They started as a group of friends trick-shotting on Modern Warfare 2. And now today FaZe Clan is valued at $1 billion. You cannot make this up. The influence that Modern Warfare 2 holds is undisputable. But the game didn't come without its controversy, of course. I think we all know, the campaign mission, no Russian. It's still being memed heavily to this day. It was extremely controversial. The media absolutely ripped on it.
You bring a game into a house, nothing to stop an 8-year-old kid from becoming a terrorist and shooting people.
That's right.
On a video game.
But you're not a terrorist. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're not a terrorist.
My heart goes out to all the pixels that lost their life that day, one user states. This game really did have balls, and it only helped to propel it to a more iconic, somewhat infamous level. As gamers, we really appreciated it, but maybe not enough at the time. I don't think any of us knew this would still be considered one of the best Call of Duties of all time. And that's kind of sad to think about. It was crafted so perfectly at times, it didn't even feel like a video game. From the aesthetics of the menus, the artwork of the titles and emblems, the relentless kill streaks, monumental map design, the passion of the voice actors, to the riveting score by Hans Zimmer. This game was oozing life and passion. It felt like a living and breathing sandbox. The atmosphere was everything, and Call of Duty still can't produce a game with this amount of atmosphere. First time getting a nuke on Modern Warfare 2 was equivalent to some of the biggest moments in our life, like winning thousands of dollars gambling on horse racing, first time getting drunk, and the first time having... Bruh. As sad as that sounds, I'm not even joking. The adrenaline that came with getting a nuke was ridiculous.
Yeah, tactical nuke! Tactical nuke! Tactical nuke, baby! I got a nuke! I got a nuke! I'm doing it! Yes, do it! Nuke! 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 That was the best!
To this day, there is no better trio than Harriers, Chopper Gunner, and Tactical Nuke, unless you're an AC-130 type of dude. No hate, some people like cats and some people like dogs. It's all good. Now, the game didn't come without its flaws though. One-man army noob tube was a big issue later in the game, but despite the flaws, most of us look past them. That's called true love. Robert Bowling, the ex-community manager at Infinity Ward, said they had a huge patch to fix all of its problems, broken attachments, one-man army noob tubes, etc, etc. But when it was going to be implemented, there was a huge split at Infinity Ward. Half the dev team quit, and I mean a lot of employees left. So the patch was never released. You can still one-man army NoobTube to this day. Jason West and Vince Zampella, the ex-president and ex-CEO of Infinity Ward, they left the company after alleged breaches of contract and insubordination. Basically, Activision didn't pay its creators their royalties and tried to blackmail them by creating conspiracies. Activision had stated that Jason West and Zampella had illegally helped their competitor EA with Battlefield Bad Company 2. But West and Zampella both deny these claims. It seems Activision was just trying to avoid paying royalties. In 2012, Activision had finally come to a settlement of $42 million with ex-Infinity Ward staff over the unpaid royalties. But this still excluded Zampella and West from payment. Activision executives' email records showed that they had allegedly conspired to find dirt on West and Zampella because the Activision management was fed up with their arrogance and wanted a pretext to fire them. Activision Blizzard chief executive Bobby Kotick had allegedly given the orders to get Zampella and West fired. Modern Warfare 2 is Call of Duty's most financially successful game at the time. Not paying the creators their deserved royalties is the true definition of corporate greed, a sad tale in the gaming industry that is all too familiar. Just imagine what the future of Call of Duty would have been like if Infinity Ward never split up. After all, they're the ones who created Call of Duty, and now Activision had owned them. Passionate creatives getting stomped on by disconnected businessmen. Modern Warfare 2 was pretty much neglected during its life cycle due to many of the staff leaving, and the game only received 2 DLC packs, which is less than the typical 3 Call of Duty games would normally get. The game was unfortunately already filled with hackers and modders only a year after release, and nothing was done about it. For the development of Modern Warfare 2019, many OG Infinity Ward employees returned, and in my opinion that's what made it the better game than previous years. But it was still far from its potential, as the Infinity Ward puzzle would never be complete again. Who knows, maybe the Modern Warfare 2 reboot will live up to the hype. And if it doesn't, then the OG Modern Warfare 2 will remain king. I asked you guys what made Modern Warfare 2 special to you. The atmosphere, like fighting in the burned DC against Russian Paris, the safe house, the snow maps. Modern Warfare 2 just nailed it in the scenarios. Attention to detail. I don't know why, but it felt like the art, physics, graphical designers of Modern Warfare 2 got everything they wanted. There were so many fancy little touches that were incredible for the time. The maps were the best. When a map would pop up, I would get excited to play it. Can't say that about the newer CODs. The toxic community. I still remember how COD was hated by everyone who did not play it. That was one of the things that made it go from amazing to legendary. So where is the game today? Is it dead? Well, today Modern Warfare 2 still holds relevance here on YouTube, and I think that says a lot considering the game's age. People like me, XWASD Mitch, Fortunate, and a variety of other YouTubers are still keeping the game's heart beating. You can't kill a classic, baby. This may sound cliche, but it was more than just a video game. It was something that got us through a difficult time, a distraction that gave us enjoyment in a world we had yet to fully understand. It will never be forgotten. Who knows? Maybe one day in the distant future, aliens will discover a copy of Modern Warfare 2 and say, hey, these humans aren't so bad if they made this. Maybe we shouldn't destroy their planet. And then the other alien says, nah, let's just enslave them to create Modern Warfare 2 Remastered.
Bruh.